going to take it for a little test drive. I'm just going to give you my raw and honest opinion on electric vehicles. Now, my instinct says this car should be no good for various reasons. Bloody pigeon, out the way. Right, for various reasons, it's heavy as anything, doesn't have a petrol motor, it's quite cumbersome, 4x4, that's strange. The engine braking, very strange. You can feel that torque, very nice, very nice. Let's pull in for this car here. Okay, you're all right, mush. So far, so good. We will find out very shortly when we get it on a slightly better road and we get a nice corner, find out how heavy it actually feels when you start pushing it. Now, do I like electric vehicles? I'm somewhere on the fence about them. The environment is not really something that I care about personally. I'm trying this car because BMW announced Nouveau Klaus. Essentially, it means that M Performance is going 100% electric. Is that good? Is it bad? I don't really know. You just pull like a train. I was going to say unfortunately. I suppose it is unfortunate because my original plan was to say bad things about this vehicle. In a moment, we're going to take it on a road, up a little bit of speed, and start testing, see how it goes when you start pushing it a little bit, pushing it a little bit in the corners. I've already done a brake test in the car. The brakes are actually pretty decent. I'll show you that in a little bit. I'm not an environmental. I wouldn't go out of my way to hurt the environment. However, it's not a concern of mine. I think that the fear around global warming is unjustified. The science mixed on the topic, it's essentially control mechanism to punish people and take away people's freedoms. Now, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? Sorry, the point I was making, the environment for me is not something that I'm bothered about. I'd be the type of guy that would laugh if I saw somebody pouring oil in a river. Very nice, very nice. Let's give it a little boost before we come in and we're off. Should we create some dust for the people on the A6? And it didn't work. Had the car for a couple hours, got the car at 8% battery. The battery is currently 15%, which is not good. I'm gonna have to go and get the battery charged. That'll be an adventure within itself. So far, so good. Do I have anything negative to say about it? I'm sure I will, but give me time. We're gonna take it on a little B road now, a little countryside B road, and we'll find out how good the power really is. It corners really well. You can carry speed. Now that doesn't mean that you can't feel the weight, but what it does mean is that although you can feel the weight, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Yes, it makes the vehicle less performant. I think I've just overtaken somebody. It's actually really fun. I'm carrying some serious legal speed here, doing 30s, you know what I mean? Okay, we'll flash this person through. And we're waiting for a JQ, a fake Range Rover. I think the driver might have killed somebody. Driver killer. Right, on this hill here, we could probably take off if we tried. But we're not going to do that. We are going to go and charge the car and find out all about charging. And there's just so much power that it's just available all the time. And I know that's going to ruffle a few feathers, but I'm tempted to say that this is a better car than a G87 M2. It's only a basic model. I think it's only a 20 something or other. It's quite basic, but you know, now we've got a bloody Toyota in front. Not good. Well, not bad either. I know there's some chargers in my local town. I'm hoping that the car is charged more or less fully within 15-20 minutes, but we'll find out about that. Yeah, it's kicking up a fuss because I've only got 12% charge left. So I've got 17 miles. Still here 10 minutes later, still trying to charge the I think we figured it out now. My head is genuinely falling off right now. All good news. Like seriously, does it actually take this long? So now we've got safety checks being carried out. Brilliant. Hey, they're not easy to charge these, are they, mate? We'll take that as a no. I'm just aimlessly wandering, waiting for the car to charge. Realistically, in an ideal world, you just turn up at the petrol station, put some fuel in it and done. Consumer cyclical heaven. Well, everyone just spends their little wage. We're gonna go and find out what percent charge it's on. Hopefully we're over 25% already. If we're not, guys, it's cooked. Right. I can't be bothered waiting any longer. This is the problem of electric vehicles. Relatively fun to drive, relatively fun. Right, but who the hell has time for this? Probably stick it back on later or we're gonna have to wake up massively early tomorrow morning to stick it on charge tomorrow. That's some real useful consumer advice for you.
That concludes this segment. Keep watching Drop Gears Auto for more groundbreaking research-based clinical evidence.
EV drivers, blood pressure checks, and now all the other EV drivers. I know you're all fully vaccinated and whatnot, so you can go and get your booster while you're at it. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning now, fully charged. What a surprise!
Unplug it. Oh, how great! Oh, how great! I've been waiting for 7 hours for this.
Guys, it's not good. EV is not good. Nothing good about it. I'm just going to summarise my overall thoughts of whether I think they're any good and I think that people should buy them. I'm just going to be bluntly honest with you. I do not think anybody should buy an electric vehicle. They're just not all that they're cracked up to be. Everybody says there's issues with the charging infrastructure. The issues stem far deeper. Even if there was a charger on every single street in Britain, you're still going to wait out to charge. You're still going to wait half an hour minimum, or you'd have to wait up to 8 hours if it's outside your house. If you're trying to do it off the mains electricity in your house, it's literally going to take you maybe 27 hours. Like, seriously guys, who's 27 hours just to waste? Not many people, am I right? They're just a gimmick. In summary, electric cars, as far as I'm concerned, are a pure gimmick. I think they're not fit for purpose. Things that are good about them are overridden by everything that's bad about them. Pleasure that you would derive from, say, making the car accelerate under load. I'm going to put it in sports mode. Activate, sports mode activated, and now it's in like a crazy mode where we can absolutely get it off. And granted, it's like relatively fun. You're gonna go and pay 30 grand for this. It just isn't as good or as practical as a C63. Range that's quoted by the manufacturers, impossible to achieve. This has to be one of the worst vehicles when it comes to mileage. But if you compared it on a like-for-like basis, I know for certain that an electric vehicle, specifically this one that I'm in, would perform far worse equivalent petrol or diesel vehicle. They're just a massive pain in the arse. And there's nothing particularly resoundingly good about them. There's nothing where it's like, oh, it's a pain in the arse, but at least it does this, or at least that. Unfortunately, this is not the case, guys. I might just show you some performance driving. So we're flat out now, in a 30, completely flat out. We're going to do a little drift. We're going to attempt to like skid round the roundabout. I've taken the traction control off, so sports mode is activated. We've not got any traction control on, so I should be able to launch it a little bit and give it. I'm going into the boost mode now. I'm taking a little bit wide on the corner, and then I'm pointing it in, and then I'm just going to give it a bunch of beans, and it just didn't really like it. Yeah, it didn't really like it. Four-wheel drive was giving up a fuss, but that's just used 1% battery, and this is what I'm talking about. It's really, really, really bad on energy, this car. It's like a joke. It's a literal joke how bad the thing is on energy. I think my honest opinion is these things would be great for motorsport, but they're pretty much trash for anything else. Basically unusable as a day-to-day car if you have to go anywhere further than, say, your local Tesco. But let's be real, I've just used 1-2% battery to drive maybe a mile or two down the road. It's not great, is it? I hope this guy actually drives fast and he isn't going to pull into my lane, because, yeah, that's not going to bode well. But I don't think, obviously, he's probably never driven an electric car before, because I don't think he understands he doesn't have as much torque as me. Said positive about it, 100% true, but then when you start to actually live with the thing, it's a bunch of trash. gimmick, and it's in my view, this is being honest as well, I'm not trying to be a twat. The only value in the car